there has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
Hanging out with? Are you hanging out with Diddy? What are you doing?
I mean, yeah. Popped out the town car with a camera. Said, yo, Puff, yo, you gotta let me film this. The whole thing, we need to document this, Playboy. He was like, party. And he got pissed at me. He said, yo, don't play with me. You know I am. I'm Diddy, you know what I'm saying?
So Jamie Foxx suffered a very serious medical emergency that landed him in the hospital.
So many coincidences.
Andre 3000 and Jamie Foxx recently ignited a firestorm on the internet by finally speaking out about the troubling experiences they encountered at Diddy's infamous parties, where they were coerced into participating in activities without their consent. Allegedly, these gatherings serve as ritualistic sacrifices intended to initiate individuals into the industry. Andre 3000, one of the most successful artists of the 2000s, chose to distance himself from Hollywood during this tumultuous period. At the peak of his career, Andre 3000 never looked back, leading many to believe that his departure from Hollywood was connected to the experiences he was forced to endure within the industry. Jamie Foxx reportedly faced similar circumstances at the hands of Diddy, with allegations suggesting that Diddy once attempted to harm Jamie to prevent him from speaking out. About a year ago, concerns arose regarding Jamie and Diddy's relationship when Jamie was rushed to the hospital for a medical emergency. His family maintained strict privacy about the details of his condition, leaving many uncertain about his fate. After recovering, Jamie described the experience as profoundly traumatic, stating that he felt like he had been to hell and back.
I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time. Now, by being quiet, sometimes things, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. The eyes are working just fine. Said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed. But I did go through, I went to hell and back. And man, I know they talk about people crying on videos, you can do take two, but I'm not gonna do a take two. It is what it is. And if you see me out from now on and every once in a while, I just burst into tears, is because it's been tough, man. I was sick, man, but now I got my legs out, under me, so you're gonna see me out. But like I said, I just want you to remember me for the jokes that I crack, the movies that I make. Some of them good, some of them ain't. I think I got a good one out. And the songs that I sing, man. And then, some people were talking about I'm clone.
As you can see, Jamie became quite emotional in that video, appearing to hold back on certain things he wanted to express to avoid further trouble. Additionally, many believe that Diddy played a role in Jamie's health crisis. For those who may not know, there have long been rumors suggesting that Jamie attended Diddy's infamous freak-off parties at his mansions. This information gained traction when an old interview of Jamie went viral on social media. During the interview, Jamie recounted his experience of being invited to a Diddy party, where he was shocked to find numerous naked individuals engaging in explicit activities. It was an entire event dedicated to such behavior. This included everything one could imagine, featuring Diddy's infamous toy, which is a concoction of various substances designed to keep attendees indulging in these freak-offs for hours on end without feeling fatigued.
Follow him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this, and it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. This lady. I see Dr. Ruth. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy Combs. I need you to come meet him. I need this for my camera. Dr. Ruth and Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel pool dance, doing their thing, right? And you know what they dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they listening to a demo. You know what they do?
And remember when I mentioned Diddy's notorious cocktail, known as Tuzi, which is said to encourage attendees at these parties to engage in freak-offs for hours? Recently, Jaguar Wright spoke out about how this concoction works, and you won't believe what she had to say.
and Young Miami has to bring across.
Wait, the Tusi.
Yeah, the Tusi. That's what they call.
I found out. I talked to my guy because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling it Tusi, that's calling it the Tunchi. I didn't know which one it was, so I talked to my guy, and my guy filled me in, and then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
With Jaguar.
Let's talk.
Education.
101.
So Tusi is but they take the cat and cook it up, and they fold it into the cup. Now, if you don't know what cat is what they call on the street special cat. It's a veterinary, it's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there was certain you will always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, special K, and now see, the coke keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle because of with the blood flow. So you want to fuck with a half-hard dick all night. So that's why you have the Viagra to make sure that the involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing yourself with the. Now see, that's a horse tranquilizer. So that relaxes all your muscles. You could get by 80-ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now it's gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got the caffeine in you, so you don't feel. And then you add that to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out, and now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail. Yeah.
So now the Tusi, they done skipped all the steps. They condensed it. So you got the in there, and then you got the. And they say that some of the dealers add the in there. And the reason why it's pink is because they put the food coloring in it. They think, he said he think they got it from the Breaking Bad. You remember how they was making them, and they made it a special color. So they done that with the Tusi.
Wow.
It's the food coloring.
In her remarks, she suggested that they believed Diddy sourced the substance from Breaking Bad, noting how it was specially colored, much like the food coloring used in the concoction. Returning to Jamie, he disclosed in another interview that these parties were so exclusive that he could only attend if Diddy personally invited him. To secure that invitation, Jamie pretended to be a cameraman, documenting the entire event for Diddy. Additionally, if you recall, Cassie mentioned in her lawsuit that Diddy filmed these parties and retained the footage as leverage over the attendees. It appears Jamie wasn't the only one recording. He had an entire crew that he paid to capture these videos, with Jamie being one of them.
All right, so the way I would get in this party is I show up with camera.
Puff, yo, you gotta let me film this, the whole thing. We need to document this.
While Andre 3000 didn't end up in the hospital fighting for his life like Jamie, he experienced some horrific situations that ultimately led him to abandon his rap career at its peak. In an explosive interview with GQ, Andre first hinted at Diddy and others in the industry using their fame as a cover for sinister activities. He stated, "The problem with being successful is you can do whatever you do 10 times and no one can stop you. You can easily go down the wrong path, and what brings you out is other people." Around the time this interview was published, rumors began to circulate about Andre having witnessed troubling things at Diddy's parties. The disturbing nature of what he saw made him realize that the industry was not for him. Understanding he couldn't partake in those activities, he quietly exited the scene and never looked back. What's even more astonishing is that this isn't the first time someone in the industry has spoken about these infamous parties. Cat Williams actually addressed it during a comedy special in 2004, revealing that he was coerced into attending a freak-off party. However, upon arriving, he was so disgusted by what he encountered that he left immediately. Interestingly, Andre 3000 was in the audience when Cat made this revelation, and you can see Cat glancing in Andre's direction while speaking. Andre appears to be laughing it off, but many believe he and Cat had likely discussed this in private before the show. It seems Cat chose to highlight these troubling experiences in his special to draw attention to the disturbing events occurring behind the scenes. It's getting quite creepy out here. Both Jamie Foxx and Andre 3000 have witnessed some deeply disturbing aspects of the industry, which likely explains their current behaviors and choices. The truth is, more revelations are emerging, and it's safe to say that many others will come forward in the near future to share their experiences regarding what has been happening over the years. As is often the case, people have varying opinions about this situation, including one individual who stated, "I love Andre, and I knew something happened. I am blown away as to how big this whole thing really is, how widespread this all is. It's scary." Another person said, "OMG, is it worth going through all this? Lives are ruined." I can't understand why. When you make it big, you wouldn't help make the world a better place for people who need help, no strings attached, helping people just out of decency. But now I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Jamie and Andre revealing all this information? Do you believe Diddy is responsible for the experiences that Jamie and Andre have endured over the years? As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below.